everybody, and welcome back to my ASMR channel. I hope you're all doing really well. I am currently back home. My last video I was on holiday with my family and now I'm home, but this is a video for my family trip. I got a sort of selection of clips to kind of do like a vlog style. I'm hoping that it kind of comes together well. I haven't done the voiceover yet. We went to Dubai for my mum's big birthday. I kind of wanted to comment on that because obviously, well, maybe not obviously, but I am a lesbian and I am engaged to my partner, and obviously that isn't legal in Dubai. So just to comment on it so it's not a kind of an avoided topic, that I wouldn't have chosen Dubai as a holiday. It's somewhere that I have been with my family before. It's somewhere that my family really enjoys going to in terms of the type, you know, like the relaxation, the luxury of the hotel and everything like that. So for the purposes of a family holiday, I went and I had an amazing time, and so yeah, I kind of just wanted to put it out there because obviously I'm not naive to the differences of opinion due to culture or laws or whatever. My partner did not come with us for those reasons. It's best to obviously kind of keep that separate. I went to be with my family. We had an amazing family holiday. The hotel, the people, everything was like so lovely. But it is just not somewhere that my partner and I would be comfortable being together. So, with that out the way, I hope you enjoy the video. I got as many clips as I could while still trying to enjoy myself. We did loads of fun things, a lot of which isn't included, but I did include as much as I could just to kind of give a flavour of what we got up to. So I hope you enjoy. So this is our first flight from home to London. We then went on to Wagamama to get some food. It's my favourite. Then we got the next flight to Dubai. That was just us walking through the gangway. We went premium economy, which is nice, the extra leg room. The flight was 7 hours, sorry. So yeah, I tried to get as much sleep as possible before we arrived. This is the driveway to our hotel. Couldn't really get the images, but I do get something a little bit later on. At this point we should have had a full night's sleep, but we didn't all get much sleep. I think I got about 3 hours by the time they did all the food and everything, which was more than most people, so I did pretty well. So we go into the foyer and they gave us this cute little bottle of lemonade. When we got there, it's really pretty inside, really opulent. We were then shown to our room, so that was my door, and then you can see it's a really lovely big room. Those two beds that evening got made into one big double bed, so I was like a princess. It was very cozy. That was the little outside area where I kind of sat outside every now and then. It's very hot there though, and humid at the time, so I didn't do a ton of sitting out there because most of the time we were by the pool. Anyone who's interested, we stayed at the Jumeirah Alcazar Hotel, which is along the Jumeirah Strip. It's kind of between the Palm and the Burj Al Arab Hotel. So a really nice spot on the beach. We went to the beach a few times actually, but the sea is so hot, it's like not refreshing at all, so most of the time we just stayed by the pool. There's my robe, and they gave you that little canvas bag in there for free, which was a nice touch. The bathroom was, again, really lovely. My bath really, sadly, actually didn't work. The plug kept leaking, so I did have one bath, but it didn't last very long because it leaked out. But is the French Riviera restaurant. So we have stayed at this hotel twice before, and this was always where we went to get breakfast. That's my sister and her boyfriend. So in the evenings we'd get the golf buggies, have a look around. One of the evenings we went to this lovely Chinese restaurant. The food there, I think it was my favourite overall. Absolutely amazing. I had sea bass with black bean sauce and some broccoli, and it was just amazing. This was one of the cars we got to the sort of Dubai Mall, Burj Khalifa section. It was quite busy, not too bad, but definitely busier than you would expect for the time of year. My sister and her boyfriend actually went up the Burj Khalifa as well. I've already done it once before, so I didn't do it this time. I took about a 3-minute video of these fountains. This song in the background is Andrea Bocelli and Celine Dion, The Prayer. If you haven't listened to that song, I would recommend it. It's really, I really love it. But I thought I would take this extraordinarily long video clip to just kind of talk about what went on when we were there. Like I say, it was really busy, and the last time we went to Dubai was about 15 years ago, possibly more, but I think it was about 15. I would say that the restrictions are a lot less in the sense of how that you're expected to dress and things like that. We weren't sure what the deal was going to be before. When we've been, you had to cover like your knees and your shoulders and be relatively conservative with what you wore in terms of being out in public in the local markets and the mall. This time round, I was quite surprised by what people were allowed to wear, to be honest. People in very short dresses, like revealing things, which, you know, on holiday 100% that's what you want to wear, especially when it's so hot. But yeah, I was just surprised. Obviously it's nice because it makes you feel a bit more relaxed, because you want to make sure that you're kind of being respectful of somebody else's culture. But yeah, I was just the difference was quite fast. But yeah, really lovely to just walk around and not have to put a cardigan on when it's 40 degrees Celsius. So anyway, we watched this fountain show. We had a walk around the mall. We went back to the mall, I think twice. My sister and I went to Sephora. I've got some bits I'll show you in another video anyway. And yeah, the mall was overwhelming actually. Very big, very busy, being from such a small place. I think any time that something is large and full of tons of people and quite fast paced, it can just be a little bit full on. So we weren't a fan the first time, but we did go back so my sister could go up the tower with her boyfriend. They really loved it, and actually the second time round it was fine. Me, my mum and my dad got a Turkish coffee whilst waiting for them, which is a clip in this video which I'll show you. So yeah, overall ended up not disliking the mall as much. This is us going into a big Land Cruiser to go on a tour to the desert, so the Arabian desert. We have done this as well before, but the time before we did the evening one where you went for dinner, but because we were in an all-inclusive, no, not all-inclusive, half-board, we had our meals included, so we didn't want to eat there, so we went for like the sunset tour. On the way, the driver took us to the camel racing stadium, which I didn't even know was a thing, but apparently these are basically the equivalent of racing horses and are like super well looked after, and think we were with one of the head guys, and he took us off to one side to get photos separately from the rest of the group so that they didn't have people in, which was a lovely touch. And he also got us to go sandboarding before anybody else got there as well, which was really cool, because we didn't have to wait in any queues and we could kind of just get stuck in and then get back for dinner, which was, you know, really kind of him. So this is us just waiting for the sun to set. We were quite surprised how small the sun looked. I know that sounds like a weird comment, but at home our sunsets are quite like the sky is blazing, so the sun always looks huge, but on the desert it looked quite small. I don't know scientifically if that is even a thing, but oh, this is funny. My sister was being made by the guy to throw sand in the air to try and get an aesthetic video and photo. She was dying. She was so embarrassed, but I had to include the clip because it was so funny. That is a gazelle that we spotted, and these are, I think, called oryx. That's what it sounded like the guy said anyway. But yeah, we were really lucky. We saw a lot of wildlife, which was nice. This is me doing the sandboarding. I had such a good time. It was a lot slower than I thought, so that's me trying to get more of a bit of speed. But yeah, I had a great time doing that, and the hill to get up was, oh my god, just exhausting. My sister really struggled with that. It was quite funny. This is us returning back to our hotel for dinner, and I don't actually know, but this is the foyer again. It's just very pretty. This day we went for a boat trip around the area. It was actually my birthday on this day, and I was so glad that we decided to do the boat sort of tour around. I had a great time and jumped off the boat, went for a swim, and just generally had a really lovely time. We hadn't done this before, so it was a brand new experience for us all, which was lovely. Just before we jumped in, so the guy decided to tell me, like, oh yeah, there might be some sharks, but don't worry. And I was like, why would you tell me that? Like, why would you make me feel like I was about to be fish food? So anyway, I jumped in on the basis that I was going to swim as fast